Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Long Way Around podcast.
Here we are. Let's do it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? That is
Kevin Sullivan.
I am Tony Jackson, and we are back. Another episode of the Long Way Around. And today, Kevin Sullivan. Today, we are going to recap the 20th annual. I don't know if it's annual. The 20th.
It's annual.
Okay, 20th annual AMC Support Group Incorporated Conference. What a great time.
In Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk.
Sorry.
Norfolk,
Tony keeps
Virginia.
correcting me on this, and I still haven't gotten it right.
No, I ain't got it right. Norfolk, Virginia. Great place. I have family in the area, so it was nice to see them. Norfolk, especially like at the waterfront area, awesome location.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a really cool city.
It is. It's a cool little city, right? And what about that hotel?
Yeah, dude, that hotel was really nice. It was a Hilton Norfolk, the Maine.
Norfolk, the Maine.
It was beautiful. And we also need to give a shout out to that Italian deli that we went to.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there in a minute.
I don't want to forget that though.
No, we won't. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah, and the s'mores place.
And then, oh man, yes. And so, shout out to the staff at the Hilton Norfolk, the Maine. They were awesome the entire week we were there. I'm just gonna talk about it so that way we don't forget about it. Amale Tre, the focacceria in downtown Norfolk. If you're in the area, go there. Gabriella and Nikki, two amazing people. The sandwiches were incredible.
Yeah, and they sourced their ingredients directly from Italy, and you could tell it was delicious.
Oh, so good. I rave about that place still.
Yeah. Your brother also really loved it.
Loved it. And then you know what? I can't look it up right now because there's a s'mores place right connected to the hotel. If you're ever in the area of the Hilton, the Maine in Norfolk,
it's hold on. I can look it up.
Kevin's looking up. He's going to save the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep talking while you do that, though. Nope. Awkward silence. Here we go.
Oh man, way to turn the pressure on somebody. Jeez. Here we go. It's S'mores Amore Norfolk.
S'mores Amore Norfolk. Go there. Super cool people. Shout out to Bong Del Rosario and his wife Tanea. Bong's cousin, Dwayne, I believe his name is, and his wife own that place, and they hooked it up, and it was so good. So full disclosure, every attendee of the conference got one free regular s'mores. Those things were so damn good. I went back and willingly paid for another one and bought Kevin one too because they were so good and I didn't want him to miss out again.
And then full disclosure, after you left and while we were waiting, I may have gone back for a third one that I paid for myself. So,
I love it. No, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I have a sweet tooth everyone.
Yeah, it's okay. Helping out the local economy.
Yeah, right? Exactly. I'm supporting small business.
It's so good. So okay, we got that out of the way. So yeah, visit those two places definitely. And the burger place across the street from the hotel too. That place was actually really good. I can't remember the name of it. Dirty Jacks or like
Jack Brown's.
Jack Brown's or something like that.
Yeah,
sorry if we got it wrong.
I didn't make it there ever. So
super delicious.
It
Go check it out.
Good.
It's a dirty dive bar with really good burgers. Go check it out. So man, so the conference itself was awesome. First of all, if you've been following along in our podcast, it's the first time your boy Kevin Sullivan and Tony Jackson met together in person. We had a moment, right?
We did. The sparks flew.
The sparks were flying. Nope, can't say. This is a family-friendly episode.
Let's not go there.
It was great. So Kevin and I got together in person, got to hang out a little bit, talk to each other about our likes and dislikes, walk along the waterfront, hold each other's hands.
We did walk along the waterfront.
Yeah, we did.
Did not hold each other's hands. There was a walk along the waterfront.
Don't deny it, Kevin. So that was actually really cool. meeting up in person for the first time finally. Um, and the conference itself was just it was just cool, right? It was just awesome. Kevin, this was your first time at the conference.
It was.
Right.
Yeah.
Talk about it. I'll get to. We can get to me later. I don't care. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Your first time. You've never seen so many people with AMC in your life in one place.
Yeah, honestly, that was probably my first reaction, to be completely honest. But no, it was amazing. I'm really glad that I was able to go. Shout out to AMC Support for giving me a scholarship, a partial scholarship to be able to help me attend the conference. That was really awesome, and that really made it much easier to make it work. I really loved, getting to meet different people, different people with different types of AMC. The talks were really interesting with the different doctors they had. I liked how they had the different groups of men with AMC, women with AMC, adults with AMC, teens with AMC. So you kind of get to know people like around your age, and also learn from everyone else too, like what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and kind of just venting about those shared life experiences. I thought the funny one of the funnier things was towards the end of the conference when everyone was packing up and getting ready to go home. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to get home to my shower." And I was like, yes, I totally understand that, because I didn't have a room with a roll-in shower, and most of the people at the conference didn't, which is no fault of the hotel or the conference in this case, because the hotel only has a certain amount of rooms with roll-in showers, and it's impossible to accommodate that many people who all need them. So I just did a sponge bath for the whole conference every day. So I was like, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to getting back to my shower too. And just moments like that where it's someone would say something and I was like, yeah, I totally get that. That's something I've experienced numerous times. I still experience, or I have experienced in the past. And it was cool to see a new city as well. I've never been to Norfolk.
That was good. There you go. That was good. There you go. There you go. That was good.
I'm getting better at it. It's probably from me listening to you say it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it overall. I'd really like to go back in future years. I definitely see where there's a lot of knowledge sharing. There's a lot of, a lot of ways to really improve your life by attending this and just talking to people and sharing those experiences. And it's definitely something also that I wished had existed when I was a kid or when I was born. Because I'm sure your parents probably experienced it as well. There was nothing back then. And it was here's a sheet of paper on arthrogryposis. Good luck.
I didn't even get a sheet of paper. Doctors were like, your son's going to be dead by the time he's 14. Good luck.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm still here, doctors. Some of you probably are not. So there.
There you go. You outlived them. Joke's on them.
So there. I agree, Kevin Sullivan. It was awesome. For me, this was my second conference. I had attended one in Minneapolis in 2013, and I was there kind of, getting to know some people. I was there as a vendor that weekend though, because we were kind of pushing the place I was working for at the time. So this was my first opportunity to really kind of be a part of the conference in earnest, and it was really cool because, like you, this is the largest gathering of people with arthrogryposis around. You're not going to see this many people around, right? Even though, super random note, I think I saw a guy the other day as I was going to this restaurant who I think might have had it. I didn't approach him because I was inside the restaurant. He was outside. I was like, oh, that guy's got arthro. I know it. But he had the good arthro, as I like to call it, because he had one arm that gave it away. Otherwise, he was walking around and scratching his head and doing whatever. He has the good arthro. It's okay though. I'm not mad.
Don't be jealous.
I am a little bit. So, so one thing that that was shocking to me at the conference was how tall you are, Kevin Sullivan. You got some height on you, son.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, you're taller than I am. I'm like
Maybe
5'1".
maybe amongst the AMCers I
Yeah, I
am,
mean
but
you're like a giant out there.
probably the only setting where I could be considered a giant.
Tall, seriously.
I'm like 5 for reference to everybody else, I'm 5'5" on a
See,
good day.
I'm like 5'1", maybe, if you soak me in water. All right.
Yeah, stretch you out a little bit, maybe
Yeah.
like tie a rope to each end and have like a dog pull each way.
Yeah,
That
expand
kind
me
of
a little
thing.
bit. You're gonna draw and quarter me, Kevin Sullivan. I
Yeah.
don't want to die. Yeah, it was just cool. You know, like you said, it being an exchange of knowledge amongst people, getting to
Yeah.
meet so many people, and like you said, seeing the variety of AMC that was there. There were people who could walk and could use their hands, and there were people like us who can't use our hands but still can get around and are fully verbal and ambulatory, and well, not ambulatory, but mobile, right? And then
Yeah.
there were others who had higher levels of AMC who were nonverbal and needed a lot more assistance. So it was just kind of it was cool to see all of it together, you know. And I know other disabilities have the same thing, like muscular dystrophy is on a spectrum, you know, cerebral palsy is on a spectrum, you know. This
Yeah.
is ours. Leave us alone. This is our
Right.
spectrum.
This is our
Okay.
thing. This is our
Yes. So
like I will say it was cool, you know, the first time like at the kickoff or whatever, you know, going into the room and it's like, wow, like I'm looking around and like there are so many people here who look just like me when like I've never experienced that really ever in my lifetime.
mhm.
So that is, you know, one of those feelings that like you can't really describe like unless you experience it.
You don't feel out of place,
Yeah,
right?
it's weird. Like you walk into a room and it's like, wait, like I'm not like special or unique or out of place here. Like everyone else is supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to be here too.
And
You know?
yeah, and that's comforting, right? Because
Yeah,
you know, like me, most of your friends are able-bodied people, right? And when
yeah,
y'all go out as a group, like you're gonna stick out,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Absolutely. You know, I just went on a bachelor party recently, and it was a great time. But I was the only disabled member of the party.
Of course.
And of course, like there were things that like we had to figure out and accommodate. For instance, I stayed at a hotel. I didn't stay at the Airbnb. We drove instead of flying all the way out to Denver. And like we did like some national park stuff, and you know, I didn't do like some of the trails and stuff. So yeah, I mean, you definitely stick out a little more when you're like the only one with it. So attending the conference and being a part of like everybody with it, yeah, it's definitely a unique experience for sure.
Yeah, and I think we need that in general, right? And just every once in a while as a reminder that you're not alone in this, right? I mean, what's cool for me about it is seeing all the kids and the teenagers there, right?
Yeah,
And then and getting to talk to some of the parents, right? And showing all of them that yeah, your kid's probably going to be all right?
yeah. It
Because I
was.
mean,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that when you're a new parent and you have a child with a disability, you have more worry, right? You have more concern. You have more anxiety about the future. When you come to a conference like this and you see all of these adults doing things, living fulfilled lives, it's a relief. It's got to be a relief. And you go, okay, like these
Yeah,
folks have figured it out. My kid's going to be cool. And especially if you're a kid right now, like there's never been a better time, seriously, because you've got things that we couldn't even dream of then, right?
yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, your kid's going to be fine.
yeah. There were actually a couple people attending the conference who were on my flight from Chicago,
Oh, no
and
way.
and I knew it because I just looked at like people, who were in wheelchairs, and they had the hands just like us. And I
Yep.
was like, oh, I guarantee they're going to the AMC conference. And
Oh
sure
yeah,
enough, they
for
did.
sure. Oh,
Yeah,
for sure, for sure. So it's just really cool. And one of the things that I loved about the conference were the support groups, right? And you touched on it briefly. For
yeah,
me, it was just nice to be able to talk about some of the things that I personally struggle with inside and share that with others, and others so, oh yeah, I've thought the same thing. I felt the same way, right? Because again, it shows you that no, you're not alone, and these things that you wrestle with sometimes aren't something that you have to wrestle with alone, right? So it
yeah,
was really cool, and and seeing other people and how they live their lives. Like I was talking, oh my god, I was talking to Stacy Park at the conference, who, if you are subscribed to our channel, we did an interview with Stacy. You'll see it at some point down the road. Like she's a badass, right? She's a badass because not only does she have AMC, she has a child on the autism spectrum who needs a fair level of support, and like she just started using a power wheelchair like within the last decade or so. Like there's just a lot going on, right? And then like I look at me and I'm like, son, you ain't doing shit, right? Like what do you have to brag about, right?
yeah,
And you meet these incredible people with all of these stories, and you're like, damn, I need to get on. I understand it's not a competition, I get it, but it just inspires you to like get up and go do something, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely. And people, different ages, different, origins, different all types of things. There you can meet so many different types of people there, but yeah, you all have this one commonality of AMC, and it's so interesting to see how, like, someone who grows up on the West Coast, someone who grows up in the South, someone who grows up in the Northeast, someone who grows up in the Midwest, how like they approach it potentially. And I think it really does like provide some good feedback too of like, oh, like I didn't think about approaching, this task in this way. Maybe I'll try that. I know I've tried to, incorporate some of the things I've learned into my life since then. And I think they've definitely helped a little bit. Just like to make my day to day like a little bit easier here and there, just minor tweaks.
yeah, and it's cool because one of the knowledge exchanges that happen is you see other people and how they make their accommodations, right? And you go, oh, that's a really good idea. Oh, I really like that idea. I'm gonna try that. Right. It's just such a wonderful time, man. And you meet so many people, right? And you make so many connections. And it it's it's not so I attend other things, right? Other conferences. This doesn't necessarily feel like those conferences. Those conferences sometimes feel like summer camp because everybody's just like having a really good time. This really feels like support,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and like people go up. There was certainly we went out to dinner and all that stuff like that. But yeah, like it does feel like genuinely helpful, and like everyone there is like, okay, like what can we do for you? Like what can we? What do you want to do? What do you want to try to do? Like I mean, there were wheelchairs set up for skiing that you could try out. Power soccer. I mean, like all these different things. Like, hey, what do you want to try? What do you want to learn more about? And it's really like the only place for AMC where you can get all of that in one place at one time. And something else that I found really interesting was seeing what types of equipment people travel in.
Yeah.
Because I may have mentioned this on an earlier episode. I've only taken my power wheelchair on a plane one time. That was 20 years ago. It was my 8th grade class trip. Long story short, on the way home, the airline basically destroyed my wheelchair, and it was in the shop for like 4 to 6 weeks. Almost everything had to be tightened. A lot of things had to be replaced. They paid for all of it, but since then, I've never brought my power wheelchair on a plane. So because this conference was in Norfolk, Virginia, and I'm in Chicago, I flew to the conference. So I brought my manual wheelchair, and I was just being pushed by my caregiver the entire time. But one of the people on my plane, Jackson Heckert, and his dad John and mom Doris, they're lovely people, and they were using like this like foldable wheelchair that they got off Amazon, and like it was like a very basic wheelchair, nothing super fancy, but like I remember talking to John, Jackson's dad, and he was like, "Yeah, like we got this thing off Amazon. Like it's perfect. You just fold it. Like the airlines don't mess it up. It's not like a super custom wheelchair." So that's something that like I want to kind of get for myself at some point, because it is really annoying traveling and having to give up my independence by not bringing my power wheelchair. So I thought that was really interesting and a big part of the knowledge share as well that I wanted to share.
Yo, for sure. By the way, if it makes you feel any better, after Norfolk, I took 2 more flights. My chair did not get destroyed. So
Yeah,
just letting you know. Just letting
yeah, that's fair. But you don't have a head array on your wheelchair.
I mean, that's true. If there's a way you can take the head array off and put it in the seat somewhere so that way they can't touch it or move it. Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
One of the really cool things about the conference too was, I mean, there were so many things, like you said, there were some services available for people, like there were artists there. All of us have AMC. They did that pain study, which I actually thought was really cool. And
that was through the University of Delaware.
Yep, you and I both participated in that, just to get more understanding about people with arthrogryposis, because I don't think, I mean, the people who are watching this, if you're in the community, you understand that this is a rare condition. For those of you that are not a part of this, it's a pretty rare thing, right? I mean, for a lot of you,
it's rare-ish.
I mean, oh my God, I'll get to that in a second. So if you're not part of the community, if you're my friend or you're Kevin's friend, we're probably one of the only people you know with a disability, right? Now take that and throw arthrogryposis in there, and it's that much more rare, right? Okay, Denver. I was in Denver. The guy working the Southwest counter has arthrogryposis.
Really?
Yeah. I could tell because the hands, right?
Yeah.
And so we're talking, and I was like, "Hey, you got arthrogryposis?" He goes, "Yes, I do." Right? And we started talking, and I was like, "I know because I have it too, and I just came back from a conference and blah 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 blah." We hit it off for a few minutes. I can't remember the dude's name. I'm sorry, guy at the Denver airport with arthrogryposis. You should come to the conference though.
Yeah, I feel like the hands. It's always the hands that they're like our bat symbol.
It is our bat symbol for sure. Oh my God, you just gave me a new T-shirt idea.
Like a bat symbol with like our wrist.
Oh my God, you just gave me a new T-shirt idea.
Can I have one?
Of course. You gave me the idea. Of course you can have
these should be podcast T-shirts.
Oh my God.
Tony, we need a new logo.
No. Oh my God, you just gave me an idea. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it was just really cool. And then, by the way, shout out and apologies to Betsy and Michelle and Ani, the main like head honcho organizers of the conference. Ladies, if you're watching, thank you for putting up with me. So I was supposed to register for a vendor table at the conference so we could do this live at the conference. I'm saying this because, as you can clearly deduce, I did not, because I can't read English and I can't follow instructions. And if you know me, this has become a problem over time.
And for the record, I was not CC'd on the email.
Yes, I'm just like, my whole world is just okay. I screwed it up. and so we didn't make it happen. It's okay. We improvised and we made it work. I'm all in Ani's ear. I'm in Betsy's ear. I'm in Michelle's ear about this and this and that and that and that. And they very gracefully put up with me. So thank you. I promise I'll have it all together and in order next year. I will CC Sir Kevin O'Sullivan so that way we don't mess it up. All right. Like look, imagine a circus. All right. And you get the people on the stilts. I'm the crazy, weird looking costume on the outside. Kevin is my stilts underneath the costume.
Yes, that's very accurate. I am the legs.
You are the legs, you are the support, you are the structure. I'm the frilly, weird looking outfit on the outside.
He's so like we're covered in a trench coat, right? You're the head sticking out of the top.
I am the head. Okay. You're the four bodies and arms underneath walking and moving everything around.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Just to give you a peek behind the curtain, everybody. I'm a mess. Okay. Kevin's got it all under control.
Yes. Not really, but we'll no one needs to know.
No one needs to know. So yeah, so I didn't get the table. We didn't do the podcast. I even brought all my stuff. You brought all your stuff, right?
I did. It's okay.
It's okay. So it was a good practice run for next time, right?
Yeah. Now we know. Now we know.
Now we know.
We definitely needed a table, unfortunately.
Yeah. We'll do it live next year, I promise, because we'll be there. We're gonna make it work.
It'll also be within driving distance from me.
For
next year
you.
it's in Columbus, Ohio.
It is.
And the year after.
And the year after. So if you missed this year, A, you missed out. B, Columbus, Ohio, 2026 and 2027. Get on it. Come by and say hello.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some Skyline chili in.
That's Cincinnati.
Whatever.
That's not Columbus.
Whatever.
That's funny.
It's in the same state.
Ohio's a big state, man.
Arizona's a big state.
Ohio, surprisingly, is a big state. It has 3 large cities for Ohio.
I mean, okay. I mean, fine. There's 3 large cities in Ohio. Yeah. Fine. It's a populated state.
Yeah, Columbus is huge though.
Right? You got Columbus, the Ohio State University, you got Cincinnati, and you've got Cleveland.
Cleveland
Bronx.
Nobody goes on vacation to Cleveland, according to former Chicago Bulls great.
It's okay. I mean, Cleveland's a slept-on city, man.
It actually is. Like, I went there in 2016. It's a solid city.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. Drew Carey is right. Cleveland does rock.
Cleveland rocks.
Yeah. So yeah, if you, I mean, so real quick, I want to go back for a second. Just some of the really, really cool people we met at the conference, right? I mean, there was Chris Hartwick, right? The artist guy. We interviewed him. There was Nori and Tess. Nori is a super adorable kid from Virginia, right? There was, I mean, Julie was super cool. These people you'll meet in our interviews at some point down the road. Sarah, right? Sarah from Florida. I mean, Aaron's super cool dude. And Bong and his wife, super cool folks. Tanea and Bong were awesome. I mean, man, it's just like there were so many. And by the way, ladies, if I made you feel uncomfortable on Saturday night asking for an interview, I promise you there was no malicious intent at all. I swear you, I was just looking for an interview. I went up to this group of young women. We'll say they were in their late teens, early 20s, and Kevin and I were looking for more people to interview. And I was like, hey, we do this podcast. You want to interview? And they looked at me like I was about to throw them into a van and drive off. I promise you I wasn't. Just looking for an interview.
It's okay. We still got enough interviews. We're good.
Yeah, we did. And then so you also mentioned Jackson, who you'll meet later, and Doris's mom. Doris is a trip.
Mm-hmm.
Doris is a trip. She is wild.
And shout out to John for giving me a ride to the airport.
Oh, there you go.
I appreciate it.
There you go. Shout out to John for giving the ride. Speaking of rides, shout out to my boy PJ Shaw from the Tidewater Piranhas for coming through for our friend Kim Kolstad. By the way, Kim organized the whole adaptive sports thing at the conference. She pulled it all together. We got the Tidewater Piranhas power soccer team. We've got Trails Adaptive from Utah bringing in the adaptive ski equipment, and some other folks, Sportable from Virginia as well coming through. PJ Shaw from the Tidewater Piranhas. I had just gotten to the airport in Phoenix because I was overnighting, and Kim reaches out to me. She goes, "I'm stuck at the airport." She goes, "My ride canceled on me." Her ride that she scheduled weeks ago canceled on her because they couldn't find anybody to take her. So she was stuck at the airport. So she sends me a message. She goes, "Can you help me out? Do you know anybody?" And I go, "Let me see," because I got my power soccer friends from the Tidewater Piranha. So I sent out a group message, and PJ Shaw calls me up. He goes, "Hey, I can help you out. What do you need?" I go, "Kim's stuck at the airport. Can you get her and bring her to the hotel?" He goes, "No problem." So at like 11 o'clock local time, PJ gets in his van, picks Kim up from the airport, and takes her to the hotel. Shout out PJ Shaw. Shout out PJ Shaw. And then he picked me up the next day. Shout out PJ Shaw coming through clutch.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Very clutch. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And
that just shows how like traveling can be so like, you just never know what to expect.
You just never know. And PJ, by the way, PJ also has arthrogryposis.
Yeah.
Shout out PJ Shaw. I hope you can make it to the Columbus conference next year.
And I just want to say, I played power soccer for the first time at the conference, and it was super fun.
It was cool, right?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. I was not very good at it, and I definitely need some practice, but it was a lot of fun.
Just get you in a chair. We just got to get you in a chair and get you some reps, man.
Pretty much.
So yeah, thanks to the Tidewater Piranhas, U.S. Power Soccer Association President's Conference champions. Good for you guys. They brought a bunch of chairs over. We got rounds and rounds of people getting into soccer chairs and trying it out, and it was so satisfying. This is one of the best things about conferences like this or doing demos, is when you get the kids or even the adults into the chairs and you see the faces light up, right? And something in them clicks and they go, "Oh, whoa," right? And it shows them what's possible.
Yeah.
Right. And it gives them that sense of freedom and that sense of autonomy and independence. And it's just super cool, especially like the little kids who are really getting into it. And you're like, man, we need to get the sport into your area. Right.
Yeah. And something I've noticed just about like assistive devices, disability stuff in general, is that most things, like, there's not the opportunity to try something.
Right.
It's like you have to purchase it. And if you don't like it, well, like, oh, well, and like, I think a lot of people don't want to take that risk of like, man, I don't want to spend, thousands of dollars on a power soccer wheelchair if like my son or daughter isn't going to like it.
Right.
And I think that's like the most important part of this conference, is that you can try whatever you want, as long as you can attend the conference. You do have to pay for that, but there's scholarships available and stuff like that as well. But that's like, I think the biggest thing is that it takes down that financial barrier of just trying something.
For sure. And for several folks at the conference, they said that was like their favorite thing. Getting into the soccer chairs and kicking the balls around and like banging around with other people a little bit. And granted, this was in a small little like breakout meeting room with a floor that was installed. This floor was like, it was like an 8x8 or 10x10. It was not a lot of room.
Yeah, right? It would have been cooler if it could have been in a slightly bigger room.
Yeah. So maybe the flooring was a little bit bigger. It wasn't very big though. Everybody kind of got in around a circle and like bumped the ball around and kicked it around a little bit. And then Connor little Connor from the Tidewater Piranhas, like that kid's gonna be a beast one day, by the way. Like he was helping out. He was super helpful. Sarah Gabber was there with her soccer chair as well, which was really cool. Thanks, Sarah, for bringing your soccer chair up and helping out as well. It was just super cool. It was awesome to see everybody do the thing, get into the chair, get into the Tetra-ski device to see what it's like to go down a hill, and to try different things, right? And just like meet other people. It was such an amazing and enriching experience. I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Columbus 2026.
So on that note, if you are thinking about going, you should start saving now. Go to Columbus next year if you have Arthur post. It's totally worth the trip. Kevin and I will be there, so you definitely got to go. And next year we'll do the podcast live.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. And I don't remember what hotel it was specifically, but from what I've heard, past conferences have been there, and it is very accessible and like just really good for this.
Perfect.
So, for what it's worth.
Hopefully it doesn't snow. So anyway.
Snow in July.
I know. Shh, just go with it. Just go with it. So, all right. Well, anyway, on that note, Kevin Sullivan,
Tony Jackson.
I'm so glad that we got to finally like do the thing in person.
And we got to take our stepbrothers photo.
We
also
did. Go check out our Instagram if you didn't see it.
Yeah, we have a nice stepbrothers pose.
Yes. So,
and we took a pic in front of a huge battleship.
We did. Cool. It was cool. That was cool. Norfolk's a really cool town.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Kevin, it was great.
It was great, Tony.
And that's it. We're just gonna wind it down here. For Kevin Sullivan, say goodbye, Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye, Tony. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.